Hello everyone. Welcome. We are on Warriors Path this evening. We are playing World of Warships Legends like we do all the time, right? So I am playing some different ships, You guys know me, I try to play a little bit of everything, and I play the hard ships, and I would say some of these Soviet destroyers are difficult, challenging ships. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree, right? Find a lot of people disagree with me lately. But yeah, so this is the Minsk. This is the tier 6. I think this is the bottom, the bottom tech tree. There are two tech trees of destroyers for, or no, this is the top. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Whatever. So this one, a lot of these ships are, you got to build them out as gunboats, right? The torpedoes are kind of, and by kind of I mean, bad. They're really bad. Like the torpedoes themselves are fine. They only go 6 kilometers, and then you're also like crazy long reload times, right? And it's not like you get like a whole bunch of them. Like there's no like trade off, right? The trade off is you get a lot of guns with these ships. They're fast, but then I feel like there's more downsides than they're good. Like the concealment is terrible. You don't really get, you don't get anything like a special, like a sonar, like some of the German ships do, like nothing like crazy like that. So we take it, we're going to try and play to the ship's strengths, right? So there's only one other destroyer in here in this match, so one on each team, right? And then we do notice that, after a few seconds of getting this zone capped, it's contested now, right? So we know it's most likely the destroyer, right? At first I saw A getting capped, and I was like, oh man, the destroyer must be over there. We'll get a free capture, but no. I'm looking, and I think it was a British one or whatever, right? So they have like decent guns too, but a lot of them get sonar as well. So I'm like, you know what, engine boost, let's YOLO push this guy and go around this corner and find him. Then of course he either had his sonar going and we got in range, or he tripped it at just the right time as I was like trying to like be like, all right, I'm attacking. And so you can see like looks like he's slowing down. So he's gonna smoke up. And so I dump all my torpedoes into where he's smoking, right? And then we're still getting picked up by, well, we're spotted now because we fired our guns. But we're probably still getting picked up by sonar too, so even if we go unspotted. So I'm running away at this point, yeah. So now you can see the sonar, the headphones symbol up there. And so we got far enough away that we're not getting picked up anymore. And then he actually does leave the zone too. So I'm like, you know what, maybe we scared him off. Or he probably did that just because he was trying to dodge the torpedoes, right? He had to move to get out of those torpedoes. And then, he's back in it, right? So we'll go back in and challenge it. I don't know if it's hard to tell if his sonar ran out or if we were just out of range. I know the range isn't like crazy good. And he pops up again, and I know I've got him outgunned, but he still has decent guns, right? So I'm kind of like itching for this fight. Like let's do it. You get a lot of guns with the ship. The other complaint I have is that the turret speed on these is like crazy slow. Like your destroyer, if you're whipping around, turning hard, like these guns aren't going to keep up with you, right? So, but yeah, and so we're spotted by these battleships out here because we fired our guns, right? And I want you to pay special attention here. This is why, like, this isn't we do really well in this game, but it wasn't like crazy exciting like some of the other ones I post. I mean, we'll be honest, like, anyway. But like, so of course I'm the only one spotting these battleships, which is like understandable. I'm the only destroyer, right? But like, just pay attention to like. I don't think anyone else. Well, there were some bullets that flew at me before, but like from here on, I don't think any other battleships even make an attempt to shoot me when it's just so like you gotta do it. Like I get it. Like destroyers are harder to hit. You don't get those big awesome hits, but like to get a destroyer off the board, like I do that. Like I shoot at him, So here comes Jarvis again. And, like, I'm missing a lot here. I mean, some of it's my aim, but I'm just, like, super frustrated. I'm not, like, wrecking him way better. And, he takes a blind shot in the smoke screen, right? But, so, yeah. So, I'm like, at least I got the zone capped. And at this point, I'm like, I'm not going to do great in this game. Like, I'm going to die soon here. He's going to pick me up with sonar again. Like, what? Like, whatever. Like, almost to the point where I'm like, you know what, it's going to be a throwaway game. Who cares? But yeah, so I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna keep this zone. I'm gonna fight him. I'm gonna be stubborn about it, right? So we're spotted, which means he's probably got RGA on instead of concealment, which is like fine, because he's picking us up and we're not picking him up, right? So, um, like fine, whatever. So I'll move away. He's probably on the other side of the island. I'll move away so that we're not getting picked up, and then so that we, so that it's a fair fight, right? So that I can spot him and we're both spotted at the same time. Like, all right, now's my chance, right? So we've got more health than he does too, I think. I don't know. He's got 3 bars. We got 3 bars. I don't know what the exact specs are, but we definitely got more guns, right? So we're doing a way better job here than we did before, right? But he is like kind of sideways, right? And then he's got engine damage. If you don't know, you can see the sparks coming out of his smokestacks too. That's a good way to tell he's still got engine damage. Granted, we knew that too because we caused it, but yeah. Anyway. Then of course we like had a couple of bad shots that we were like missed there too. But this is what I'm talking about. I'm damn near dead, and I'm spotted because I was firing my guns. Here's 2 battleships that just refuse refuse to even attempt to look at me. And it's like if I wasn't a gunboat, like if I was a torpedo boat, like I'd have that. I'd probably get like a double strike. That like yeah, of course now and they're getting wrecked. All they're doing like we'll back up. Like like he was full on health and just got wrecked. Like it just completely refused to shoot a destroyer. And I'm like, this is a case where it's like where like I just like people say like your job as this ship type. This is and they list off your jobs. I'm like. I mean, it's all circumstantial. Like, if I was one of those battleships, I would have turned and shot me. Like, I would have shot. Like, you get a kill. Like, an easy kill. Like, an easy kill. You're not gonna take it because it's a destroyer. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh. It was just like, I was like, mind blown when those 2 guys didn't shoot me. But yeah, so like between like just the we got the zone, like we only have 13,000 damage in this game. But like I was just like I'm over someone telling me what my job is. Like there are things where it's like yes, it's like obvious, like destroyers are gonna be better at going out, spotting ships and capping zones. Like they just are. But like when you tell me that's my job, it's like, well, am I not supposed to shoot my torpedoes? Like, like so just don't use those guys because that's not your job. But like, and then cruisers kind of are just so multi-role, and I love playing as cruisers, but I do think they're one of the more challenging ship types to play as, right? Especially like the higher tiers, you just get wrecked by battleships, right? And so. I mean, like, I don't hear people telling me what cruisers' jobs are, right? And then the worst one is, and so, like, battleships, like, I feel like no one says what battleships should be doing. Like, whatever they want, that's what. So it's just battleship guys that are, are making up these rules. But the worst one is, carriers are supposed to go after destroyers. And I'm like, I can get behind carriers should be spotting destroyers, but I have some other videos out there both as carriers and as a destroyer where I'm just like, this does not make sense. It is like any good destroyer player is going to be able to dodge aircraft attacks. Like you're literally the most maneuverable. You're literally the hardest ship to hit. Like and you're telling me that's my job is to go get them. But like if I'm spotting, so we're gonna get the kill on this Colorado with the a part of me was like, I'm just gonna go YOLO rush him, right? But I'm like, you know what? We got the smoke screen. Let's park it and get a little more damage. So only 24,000 damage, and we're at the top. We got that zone cap, the 2 kills, like whatever. But like, so I was like, I wasn't gonna save this game, but then I was like, you know what? Like, I was thinking like battleships just refusing to shoot destroyers. When like, if you get a destroyer off the board. Like, that's huge for you. Like, destroyers are a big threat. But anyway, here's how we have the commander rigged out. So you can see we're doing mostly, for the most part, gun stuff, So main battery reload. and then the inspirations reflected that too. But yeah, but so go check out some of my carrier videos. Or I have another destroyer video ready to go for like just why it's just not. It shouldn't be the carrier's job to spot or to go after destroyers. I can definitely get behind the carriers spotting destroyers and keeping them spotted if the team is shooting the destroyer, like if the team is helping. But my responsibility is not to do 100% of the damage to destroyers. I feel like that's what people think, and that's why they just straight up don't shoot them, right? But thank you guys so much for watching through the whole video. Please do subscribe to the channel. I play pretty much all the ships, anything that I have unlocked, and we play through the tech trees a lot as well. So yeah, make sure to follow. And we're doing more of the Warships videos every day, and by we, I mean it's really just me, right? Yeah. So leave your hate comments in the comments section, whatever. Whatever you're up for, yeah, I'll fight back. Whatever. I'm not that great. I know, you guys. I'm fine. I'm okay, right? Do leave a like if you liked the video, and we'll see you tomorrow.